What's up, Cokesbury students? I'm Joshua, and this is the Sunday Devotion. So the past few weeks, we have been talking about goals, either, big goals or smaller goals, like the God-sized ones or personal ones. And the thing is, we are now about a couple weeks into January, after the New Year's resolution craze wears off, and you're like, I do not want to do this anymore, where we just start to get lazy, or we just have people influencing us to make different decisions to not get those goals, whether it's a God-sized goal or a small one. And we're going to be looking at Nehemiah and thinking about all this. The past few weeks, we've been seeing how he's been building the wall, focused on this God-sized goal, knowing his purpose is to build the wall in Jerusalem to protect his people and get the city back to what it once was. But the thing is, he faced a lot of opposition. During that time, a lot of people were coming after him, whether it were bullies or their own enemies, making fun of him and trying to attack him to not finish this task. So he faced a lot of opposition. Now, what did he do against that opposition? Well, the first thing is he didn't get distracted. Now, for me, that is like almost impossible because I don't know if you know this, I hide it so well, but I'm extremely ADHD and just get distracted at every single little thing. But the thing is, Nehemiah pushed through that. He pushed through any of the distractions and he kept his head down and kept going. The second thing is he took it to God. He simply just said, God, I need your help. After recognizing that he was, just one person and couldn't do this huge task on his own, he realized he needed to go to God and ask for the strength and ask for the help. And he continually did that. The third thing is he just kept going. After taking it to God, getting the strength from him, he kept his head down and just worked. He made sure to get that task done because he knew how important it was for the city, for the people of Jerusalem, and for essentially the whole Hebrew nation. Now, I hate to say it, but he still faced opposition after doing all those things. It wasn't just like a one and done after simply talking to those people and saying, no, we're going to do this, and everything was fixed. It was a process. Just like every goal that we have, it is a process to go through that opposition. So when he faced it again, what did he do? Well, the first thing was he took it to God again. He realized it's not just a one and done thing, that it is a daily struggle to get through our lives, regardless of if we're fulfilling a task or just in general trying to go day to day. He took it to God again, knowing that God would answer. The second thing is he prioritized rest. Now, what does that mean? It's either, just chilling, watching some TV or watching football. I mean, for me, it's just completely turning off my phone and not talking to anybody and just playing video games all day. I mean, for me, it's just a way to recharge. But really, you can rest anyway. However you recharge is rest. And that's what he prioritized, knowing that he couldn't just keep working himself to death. The third thing is he chose community. He realized he needed friends and people around him, whether it be mentors or just acquaintances, anybody that would be a good influence to help him get through this purpose that he had, the God-given purpose of building that wall. The final thing was he kept going again. After asking for strength from God, multiple times, it wasn't just twice, but multiple times, he kept going because he knew God had given him the strength. Now we see this a lot more in the Bible too. Paul talks to Timothy saying, God will give you the strength. God will be there for you. If you want to check it out, it's 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. But he was saying, God will give us strength and he will always be with us. He will never abandon us. Now, I know for me, one of the goals that I have this year is really just to get in better shape. Because a year ago, I was living a very unhealthy lifestyle of just eating a lot of fast food, a lot of junk, and I just started to gain weight. And it was really hard to keep going because I've been doing this for about a couple months now, trying to get better. And the thing is, I had to pray constantly, and I have to pray constantly, trying to push off those influences and just say, God, I need your help. Now, might not be everyone's goal right now either to get in better shape. You might want to make better grades, straight A's, or you might want to make more friends, be nicer, anything like that. But the thing is, God will always be there when we ask. He was there for Nehemiah when he asked, and he will always be there for us when we ask. So then how do we find strength when we are trying to accomplish either these personal goals or the God-sized goals of fulfilling God's purpose for us? Well, really, we have to see how Nehemiah handled it. First thing we do is take it to God. And again, we constantly take it to God, constantly saying, God, I need you. I realize I need your strength to help me pull through this. The second thing we do is we choose community. We don't just shut ourselves away. Notice that Nehemiah had those friends around him. Jesus had friends around him when he needed the help. And he listened to that community, ones who are good influences in showing love and support. The third thing is don't get distracted. I mean, again, it's so easy for me to get distracted whenever I'm doing anything, but we have to learn to keep focused. And the way we do that, again, is by asking God, I need your help to focus. Finally, we keep going. Nehemiah, he kept going through all of the opposition, the struggles, and just any pain that he had while doing this. He kept going knowing that he was fulfilling God's purpose, and he kept going because he knew God was with him. Now, see, the thing is, this applies to a lot of goals, anything we face in life, but a lot of obstacles, a lot of pain that we ourselves are facing. And when we do these things, we become closer to God. We start to remember that God gives us the strength for those God-sized goals.